Good afternoon, friends. One thing is for sure. Had there been no prime time TV debates, it would have been a damn difficult to pass this lockdown period, courtesy Corona virus, Corona COVID-19. The one thing India will never be short of is natural gas emanating from the mouths of our Neta. What they lack in deeds, they make up for by indulging in long-winded orations. They are the best pointing out the shortcomings of rivals and covering up their own. Real issues facing the country are bypassed as being of little consequences. Nobody will have debates on the pandemic COVID anymore, the disastrous effect on the economy anymore, the ever increasing people losing jobs anymore. Everybody is too preoccupied and busy talking to fixed 3-4 topics. It's clearly evident in every news channel, you serve whether Hindi or English, what they're debating, you will know yourself. So that's why today I'll be talking to you, my friends, about my country, a nation of windbags. All these electronic channels, as I said it, they do not talk anything but Hindu, Muslim, Mandir, Masjid, and talking about some media created iconic political leader, Bollywood actor, or a cricketer. Yesterday, for a change, there were all groups talking about the Hindu Muslim on every issue. There was one speaker who vehemently, irrespective of the topic and what anchor is forcing him, mauling him to talk only on what he wants him to talk, he was insistingly talking about the sorry state of Ganga, the failure of the Namami Ganga, and supposed to be he was considered the Ganga the holiest of our many holy rivers. He talked of the fill, the carcass of animals, and accumulation of scum along the ghats of Varanasi. He been visiting very frequently. But every time he used to say something, the anchor used to bullshit him and ask him to come on to the main topic, not to digress. But he was incorrigible. But this gave me a topic of today, and that is the nation, my country. I'll be talking nation of windbags. Everybody is talking. Now, since he talked about cleaning of the Ganga, environment and river, so let me tell you. You may recall, all may recall that it was Rajiv Gandhi who started his tenure as a Prime Minister with the announcement that cleaning of Ganga would be his first priority, long back. And that factories spilling effluents into the river would be closed down. And throwing half-charred human corpses would be forbidden and banned. Since then, till now, with the government's first and very foremost project of Namami Gange, the effort of cleaning Ganges and all Ganges, nothing has actually happened. None of these forecasted aims have taken place or become a reality. Not only has Ganga Jal become unsafe to drink, just take a walk with me in Kanpur Ghats. You will see the Ganga, I see Ganga every day. Drinking is a very hazardous if somebody drinks, even for the animals. Even it is not safe even for bathing. It has got a health hazard. It is the same with the Yamuna, I suppose. Human waste continues to flow into it. as do industrial effluents. Hardly anything remains of our beloved Kalindi as it was once known. It has become a sluggish, moving seaway. And if you don't believe me, spend a few minutes along the Ganges, whichever city it passes on. I'm talking about Kanpur. You can go and visit Delhi, Okla Barat, where this stretch of water had become once. It was once, at some time, a Delhi Wala's favorite picnic spot, but not anymore. All these ghats in Kanpur, they were favorite picnic spots, but they're not anymore. In Kanpur, there's a ghat called Parmat, where the water was so clean in Ganges, they used to ship. Surface transport was so frequent from here to Calcutta. People used to board from the Parmat. Parmat means permit. You used to get the permit to take the boat, tickets and all this. You go there, you see, and so much of clean water and so much of water that ship used to flow for commercial purposes also. Now, there used to be yacht club even, a boat club there. But those who indulge their pastime have to suffer then now with their nostrils with cotton wool against the bad odor, stinking. I have a little doubt, my friend, that the other rivers are in a poor shape. As poor shape as the Ganga and the Yamuna, and that the people living along the banks of the even Narmada, Krishna, Tapti and Godavari are the same, having the same bad habits as those of inhabiting the region along the rivers of the northern India. Now, my friend, did you ever hear anyone in Parliament talking or debating about the government failure to tackle the degradation of land, deforestation, the silting of rivers and dams? Did you hear anyone talking on monitoring the illiteracy or poor health services? And of course, no one dares to talk about the most important issue of all, the urgent need to tackle the suicidal rate of increase in our population, further added by the COVID-19. They sincerely, all the politicians, all the political parties, they sincerely stick to the incriminating material available in both sides for them to go so far and so further, cursing each other, abusing each other, finding faults in each other, unveiling each other's corruption deals. My friend, I feel what the country needs are doers, not the talkers. I am convinced that any government that takes bold steps in implementing what the country needs, however unpopular it may become at first, but it will surely win the respect and support of the people and the future generation. My dear friend, it's the people of the country who can save this beautiful country from the clutches of these netas who have no other aim but to retain power and enjoy the privileges. Thank you very much.